All Nation Skate Jam 2018 is starting now.
Yesterday we had our 12th annual All Nation Skate Jam here in Albuquerque, New Mexico at Los Altos Skate Park. We were blessed with great weather, which is an oddity here in Albuquerque. They had a lot of kids here skating, had a good contest. We started the concept 12 years ago to just try to inspire the youth, give them something to call their own, also to kind of plant seeds in their heads. One of the cool things about our sport of skateboarding is that it's a multi-million-dollar industry, and most of it's ran by old skateboarders, whether they were pro or not. And you can make your whole life's goals and your career around a sport you love and not necessarily have to go to college.
It's been like my third year in the comp and stuff, and so yeah, I think that's quite an accomplishment from the first day being here and not knowing what to do to like now I'm like, I know what to do. I can come and like have the confidence and stuff. We had like the most skaters in forever. Women's Open, yeah, like 3 years in a row there hasn't been any people like to compete with, so it's just like, oh, this is cool, you know, it's different. Like I feel great, like it was pretty good. Seeing everybody like cheer on for everybody else was cool.
The sickest native ran contest out, one of the only big native contests out. And yeah, it was a blast. Everybody was going off. Everybody coming together, skating, having fun, kind of a community feel.
It differs in the sense that it has a theme that's geared towards spirituality. And what we're trying to do is keep the youth in contact with their culture, where they came from and why it's important, as well as a skateboarding environment that's supposed to be just like fun, you know? It's not too serious, it's not about ego and selfishness and all of that. It is competitive, but it's more about like a brotherly competition, you know?
We got Vans involved back 12 years ago, connected us with with Steve Van Doren and everything, and Steve wanted to get involved, so he came out here, stoked out the kids, gave them all kinds of free swag, cooked for them all. It's one of the cool things Steve does. He doesn't send somebody. Here's a vice president in the company his dad started. He's doing it himself. Steve's like, what could we make shoes out of that, native kids or native people would like? I go, Pendleton. Every native family has Pendleton in their house. It just took off from there on doing the run of the Vans with Pendleton shoes. And that's how we fund everything that we are working on.
So this year we did kind of one of a kind. The shoes, they weren't all just, basically every shoe was not the same when it came to the pattern and stuff.
Our relatives are looking down on us, and they're happy when we do this. And so, think of them, say some prayers, tell them that you're thinking of them and you're doing this in their honor. So I thank you for
that got to do with being native. What's that got to do with our traditions? And they're right, nothing. It has nothing to do with it. But it's what the kids like to do. We can't force them to want to learn what we want them to learn. This is what they like to do. But then you start sneaking some teachings in or different things. And a lot of the similarities, the same thing that they did to skateboarders is what they've done to us as native people. Like here, we want you just here on this little spot of land and stay here and don't get off of there and don't come bother us. Don't get in our vision. And so it was natural for a lot of our native kids that, well, they've already been getting treated that way, so it's nothing new to them. And it's an individual sport, and it tests your mind strength, your body strength. And so for a lot of our young warriors, that don't get tested like that anymore, this is testing them.
Me being Navajo, and having this other culture of skating, it just means a lot to me because I'm very into who I am as a Native American woman.
I'm very proud of my Seneca ancestry, and that it definitely does motivate me with skateboarding and with other things.
Well, the future is as long as I at least have one kid that comes up to me and tells me he wants me to do it again next year, we'll continue to do it, which that's real easy to do because I get a lot of thank yous.
I would love to see the All Nations contests just keep going for as long as humanly possible. I would love to see more and more people come out and take part. It's just a blast. Come out and enjoy it, even if you don't skate.
All Nations, best thing to come around in Albuquerque. Thank you guys so much.